Hello YouTube, it's CaptPlanet again. Today bringing you another exciting review. Today we are going to be reviewing the DR Persona 3 Thanatos. I think that's that. We're gonna go over the box real quickly because there's a lot of things to go over this figure thing. Yeah. So immediately looking at the box, all the blue on the box has this crazy sheen to it. It's cool as you, like, another thing is, like, this box is huge. See, like, we got all the details of Thanatos, and, like, you can see, like, as the light just hits it, it real shines. It makes it nice for, like, if you're one of those mint and box people. And in the front here, in the window, it actually, Thanatos and, like, all the pieces are kind of, like, set up in the package to look like he's already assembled, so it's nice for mint and seal box collectors. And on the back we got all the stuff and all this, and that, and you know, all this stuff. And I got a bluefin release, so I got some nice ugly stickers like right across here. That's the box. Like with the Arts Izanagi, I'm gonna complain about the packaging because I'm just like that. Okay, like I said, he comes basically assembled in the box. Looks like he's assembled in the box. And, like, this is a freaking nightmare because you pull this off, then you take out the Thanatos, and that's it. That's all that's in this tray. And then you have to open this up, and then you have to split this apart to get the coffins out, and then you get to pull this piece off to get the stand and everything else off. It's, if you're one of those people that has to, like, cycle through, like, your collection to display it, so you're taking things in and out of boxes a lot, this is a pain. This makes you not want to put away the figure, or take it out for that matter. Speaking of the figure, let's talk about the figure. This is Thanatos, the god of death, I believe it is. So, looking at the sculpted detail on this bad boy, I'm going to bring this up close and we're going to try to zoom in here. He's got all types of sculpted detail. It's beautiful. And especially on this head, like, the way that it's all black in here, hitting the right lighting, he looks amazing. He's got some really good detail. You got the skull and crossbones, and yeah, overall, he's really well sculpted. And, like, unlike Izanagi, his jacket tail skirt thing is molded in such a way that it shows movement, which looks a lot more dynamic for posing, and it doesn't really hinder anything. Speaking of hindering and posing and all that stuff, we're going to talk about posability. This guy's got some interesting posability, like the neck here. The neck here, it moves, you pull it out of the joint, and then you can move it for more, like, I guess, posability, but it looks so strange because you can see the ball joint. I normally just keep it locked down. And I've seen in other reviews that this jaw moves up and down. Mine is, like, stuck, so I'm just not even gonna try. But this jaw can move, as long as you don't have my figure. And the arms get the full 360. It has, like, Shinkenger shoulders, except I don't know why these ones don't suck. He has no arm swivel, like, he's got bicep swivel, but it only goes, like, this far, but for this character, it's something that you can let go, because once everything's all tied in, or locked in, it's kind of hard to maneuver his hands inside the coffin to, like, you'll see once I start taking pictures and stuff. And legs, you get the swivel, and you get, that's something that you just can't even see. You get the swivel here, and then there's a swivel right here. So, it's very strange. It's like, I think it's for the fact that, oh yeah, you can see in, I guess, yeah. So you can see on the seam line how it moves. I guess this is for posability, or, like, just display to kind of maneuver the feet within the skirt to make them look like they're posed a certain way when in reality they're not. He's got a torso joint and it's straight because he's like hunched over. He's got like some Hunchback of Notre Dame stuff going on. And he ab crunches and all that stuff. But like I said, once everything's all locked into place, stand, coffins, everything, it's not going to matter much. And his feet, they bend. And the white on white is not working out so well. There we go. See, they bend. That's nice. He has no feet, so if we try to do the Izanagi can he stand test, oh no, we're falling all over the place. Alright, now we're moving on to accessories. Accessories you get more than I thought you would get. You get sword hands. You get no closed fists. Because this figure has to use a lot of specialized parts for it, you don't get a whole lot in, like, hands. I honestly thought that I was just going to get sword hands. But you get 2 just splayed rage hands, and they have no detail. They're all just white. You get, hold on, sword sheath, and not a whole lot of detail. I mean, it's painted well. And then you get this kind of stubby sword. It's meant to just go in here so that it looks like you have a completed sword. And I guess you could fake like, oh no, broke his sword. And then you got the actual sword. This actual sword is pretty nice. I mean, they sculpted in the serrated edges, and nah, they're not that sharp. Softer plastic, not gonna break like Izanagi's sword. And then you get the stand, which same as the other ones, and it looks awesome. Yet again, these stands are so big and they take up so much space. So if you have limited room, that's something to think about. And then you have this crane arm thing. You can't use the same arm that Izanagi's stand uses, because this one has a heavy ratchet, and then it has a specialized connector piece for the back and the coffins. And the coffins, I will show you right now. Bam! Star of the show, basically, minus Izanagi himself. These coffins, they don't have, like, ultra detail. I'm going to try to see if the light's going to cooperate. See, they're not ultra detailed, but they're there. And you got a actual, like, chain. And as you pull on these, slack kind of gives. That's real interesting. The only thing is that, like, if you're like me and you're really weird about it all being even, there's some small time investment into trying to get it just right. Now I'm gonna talk about one more thing. This figure has like no loose joints. It's awesome. The quality control in this figure is a lot more better than Izanagi was. Like I said, I don't know if this is stuck or I'm just afraid to break it, but I don't want to move that, nor do I need to. So let's get this whole stand bit put together. Here's your stand. You plug it in, like so. Sorry for the white background, not really helping out here with the auto-focusing and all that stuff. Now, you have 2 choices. You can set the coffins on there, that's what I like to do, or you can try to put the Thanatos on. See, they just plug into the top. And now you have these things hanging, and then you just take the Thanatos and you... Let me see if I can't show you this. Oh, all these coffins are on ball joints. So, bam. No, I'm still not gonna... Okay, there are plugs in the back of his back. There's these... I'm just gonna bring them up close. You have 3 different plugs. These plugs go onto the 2 prongs right here. These 2 squared ones are the plugs on the coffin. And then these two are for the epaulet things. So what you do is that you kind of gotta, if you just get those two bottom pegs plugged in, the square pegs sit in, and then these, the epaulets, don't try to put them on with this facing forward. You want to have it face back. And then you just plug it in, and there you go. And then you gotta, obviously, you gotta even out all the chains. That's just as simple as pushing them left or right, just kind of tapping on them. Eventually, it doesn't take that long, but you know, it's another step in the process. And then, hold on, the scabbard or whatever, there's only one plug on him, and it's right there where my thumb is, right here, this thumb. Yay! And I just bend the whole skirt because I don't like fighting underneath the coffin. Okay, as you can see, having that crazy arm pose ability doesn't matter because the coffins are just gonna get in the way. But you don't really need to worry too much about posability, like wide crazy posability, because he doesn't really need it, I guess. He never really showed that much crazy posability. He just kind of slashed a bunch of enemies, and then, I don't know, that's all he really did. And if you do need some more arm posability, all these coffins will happily get out of the way. So yeah, time to take some photos and do some final thoughts. Final thoughts, DRD Izanagi is a great release. He does have some of the most obnoxious packaging I have seen in any type of toy release, but that is obviously not a knock against him. Even just from a mint and sealed box perspective, he's a cool figure just to even display in its box. Even with the lack of hands and other types of accessories that you would kind of expect from this release, he is a great figure. He comes with everything that he needs and nothing else. His sculpted detail is superb, and the way that they pull off the floating coffins is truly amazing. If you're looking to buy DR's Thanatos, he is definitely worth your time and worth picking up. So, thumbs up, comment, subscribe. If you want me to do anything different, just send me a message or comment. And I will see you guys next time.